What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video. Yo, guys, this makes absolutely no sense. So, guys, I haven't made a sit-down video in a minute, so I thought I would make a sit-down video and just talk about something that is just absolutely insane. Would love to know what you guys have to say about this in the comments. And like I said, I'm not trying to talk about anybody in this video. I'm not trying to like bash anyone or anything. But something came up in one of my live streams yesterday, and I could not believe it. I could not believe what I read. So basically, what someone was saying in the live stream, they were saying that if you take the vaccine for COVID-19, if you take the vaccine, now this video does require critical thinking here, okay? So if you take the vaccine for COVID-19, people were saying that they have a microchip inside of the vaccine, okay? Now, I've heard a lot of, fake news out there, a lot of fake news, but it actually blows my mind. It blows my mind when I hear like all of these, like these horrible things about the vaccine. Like if you take the vaccine, they're gonna put a microchip inside of your body. Now, anyone out there who has taken the vaccine, you know how big the needle is. The needle is incredibly small. Like it goes in so fast. It's just like boop, like it goes through so fast. Now, if we sit back and critically think here, if they're capable of putting a GPS tracking device or a microchip, if they're capable of putting that inside the needle, that is, as tiny as the needle is, if they're capable of putting this inside of the vaccine, I would actually be more afraid, and I wouldn't be afraid of the vaccine. I'd be more afraid of them just putting that in the food, right? Them just putting that in my coffee, them just putting that in anything I can consume. Because the thing about a vaccine, you actually have to get the vaccine to get the so-called the microchip that's in the vaccine that's going to go in your body, right? But if technology has evolved like this, right, where you can put a microchip inside of a needle and give it to someone in a shot, I don't think that the vaccine should be the main concern. I think that just living in general would just be the main concern, right? Like, someone, put, 50 microchips inside of my coffee, and they're so small because they can go through a needle that, that from a COVID-19 shot. Like, this makes no sense. This literally makes no sense at all, okay? Now, on the flip side, I also heard of, I also heard a lot of other fake news, like if you get the vaccine, it can make you get COVID faster. I don't know where these things, where these theories come from. Like, this makes no sense, okay? Now, back to the microchip. Okay, back to the vaccine and the microchip. Let's just talk about just how incredibly insane this is and how this makes no sense, okay? If you are concerned about being tracked by the government, what about your cell phone? Okay? What about your cell phone? Like, there's location settings that's always on. Your cell phone's always on, right? Let's not think about the cell phone. What about credit cards? What about credit cards? Like, have anyone ever looked at like, a credit card statement or a bank statement from like a debit card or something? That has a lot of valuable information on it. If you're the type of person, you work a 9 to 5, well, they can just look on your credit card statement and see, well, you always get gas before 7 a.m. You always get coffee at Starbucks before 7 a.m. You always get lunch from the hours of, 12 and 1 p.m. in the daytime. Like, they can look at your credit card statements and figure out, like, so much information about you. But remember, credit card statements are old school. Like, that's old school. The cell phone is the thing now. The cell phone is the way to track you. And then this brings up another question here. This just honestly brings up another question. If you are so concerned about the government, and if you're so concerned about the government doing what, knowing where you're going and, doing this and doing that. Question, what do you have to hide? Now, I totally get it if you're doing something illegal because you have something to hide, right? But my guess is, I would imagine that everyone out there is not doing illegal stuff. maybe some people are doing illegal stuff, but possibly everyone. So if you're not doing anything illegal, I just don't get it. You're afraid to get the vaccine because the vaccine is gonna track you, right? And they're gonna have a GPS tracking device in the vaccine. However, you probably have multiple credit cards in your wallet and you're being tracked by those, and you've been tracked by those for all this time, right? You probably have the latest iPhone in your pocket, or, you know, maybe an iPhone from last year. That's tracking you like crazy. You may even have an Apple Watch. Like me, I don't have an Apple Watch yet. You may even have an Apple Watch. And you guys know some of the crazy conspiracy theories behind, you know, electronics. Like, oh yeah, the phone can hear you. Even when it's powered off, the phone can hear you. The watch can hear you even if it's powered off. I mean, I don't know if these things are true or not, but there's definitely things I hear. I don't know. This just came up in a live stream about the whole microchip inside of the vaccine. And it tripped me out. It tripped me out. I can't believe that, you know, people really think that they're going to put a microchip inside the vaccine. I mean, I definitely didn't say that, like, this is not impossible. Like, who knows what they can do? Like, I have no idea what the military is working on and what type of projects they're doing. Who knows? Maybe they can. But if they can, if they're capable of that, well, they're capable of putting that in anything else, right? Yeah, but anyway, guys, thought I would make a sit-down video talking about that because, yeah, I definitely had some extra time this afternoon, and I've been thinking about that insane comment in the live stream for a couple hours now, and I thought that I would just sit down and, yeah, respond to that comment. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, yo. I mean, if you want to, you know, get the vaccine, that's on you. If you don't, that's on you. I'm not telling anyone, don't do this. I'm not telling anyone to go out and get this, because I've noticed on social media, I don't want to say YouTube, but I noticed on social media, it's very this way or that way, or this way or that way, this way, that way. I don't want to encourage anyone. I don't want to discourage anyone. I want people to make your decision. Make your decision. Yeah. But microchip inside of a vaccine. I'll leave it at that.